Tonight, UK Paranormal Search bring you along on our final investigation of 2024. We've travelled to the historic town of Shifnal in Shropshire to uncover the mysteries surrounding an old tattoo shop with a dark and mysterious past. Located beneath this shop lies a hidden cellar with a blocked off tunnel that is said to have led to the coach house and the old jail cells across the road. Tonight we'll descend into the depths of this shop cellar to investigate these chilling reports for ourselves. What secrets will we uncover, and what spirits are trying to make their presence known? Shifnal, a town whose origins are woven into the very fabric of history. Mentioned in the Domesday Book, it's believed to date back to the 7th century. With its timeless charm, the town centre still boasts some of its original timber frame buildings, many of which are immortalised in Charles Dickens' The Old Curiosity Shop. Once a prosperous coaching stop along the London to Holyhead Road, Shifnal thrived as a key transport hub. But as the 1840s arrived, the railway line from London and Birmingham to Holyhead cut through the town, bringing an abrupt end to the old coaching trade. In the heart of this historic market town stands the Unicorn Inn, a 16th century coaching inn immortalised by Dickens. Surrounded by quaint half-timbered houses, and close to that, the Norman church that miraculously survived the Great Fire of 1591, which devastated much of Shifnal. Grade 2 listed the Unicorn has its own dark tale to tell. It was once said to be the home of the famous Nell Gwyn, where she entertained no other than King Charles II. Local legend has it that when the inn was known as Naughty Nell's, the ghost of Nell herself would disturb the sleep of terrified guests in one particular bedroom, still lingering with unfinished business. Yet some argue Nell Gwyn never set foot in Shifnal at all. Tonight we venture into the darkness, down into a cellar where a locked off tunnel is said to once have been connected to the Unicorn. But that's not all, we also uncover the mysteries of a tattoo shop which is said to be haunted as well.
Hey, I'm Fran, I'm the tattoo artist from Awesome Source in Shifnal, which is a very active tattoo shop in more ways than one. We have 2 residential spirits within the shop itself. We have a middle-aged woman that likes to move objects, and we have a small child in the shop that likes to play hide and seek with myself and my clients. Then recently we got access to the cellar underneath the shop and underneath the shop next door to us. We believe the cellar predates the building above because there was a fire in Shifnal that wiped out the majority of the village and had to be rebuilt, but there's a historical evidence down here that would suggest that the cellar is older than the building. We have a bread oven built into the wall. We presume it would have either been servants' quarters or some kind of workhouse. There's also a blocked off tunnel which would have led across to the buildings, across the road, where we think it might have been linked in with Nell Gwyn's, which was originally the Unicorn. And we also have an old stone bath, which we don't know if it was part of a bathing house, a tannery, or something like that, but it's definitely very old and very hard to move. And we also have evidence of a coal chute, which would have led to a bigger building upstairs than what's there now.
So welcome to our last investigation of 2024. It's about 11:15 now at night. I'm here. Well, I've done because I was quite surprised really. The town is pretty busy, to be fair, and we will spend some time in the shop later, but I thought the best thing to do now is come down into the cellar first. Obviously all the Christmas parties are going on, and to be honest with you, it's quite rowdy in Shifnal tonight with the Christmas parties going on and stuff, so I thought the best idea would be is to come down into the cellar first. Yeah, so we're here, 18th century apparently, this cellar. And basically we're just going to see what we pick up tonight. You know, the staff have reported growling noises in this cellar, and also shadow figures have been seen as well. So let's see what happens tonight here at the tattoo shop. Never investigated a tattoo shop before, so this is my first time as well. So let's see what happens tonight at the tattoo shop in Shifnal in Shropshire. So yeah, this is just give you a quick tour of the cellar. I don't think I'm going to bang my head because I've just tested it in daylight, so I should be okay. But it's funny, isn't it? You still duck. It's like being in a car, isn't it? When you go in them multi-storey car parks and you still duck. But I've definitely got enough room to go under. I think I've shrunk a little bit, to be honest, by an inch. Over time, that's the door where I came into the cellar. It's not underneath the shop, this cellar. You have to actually go outside and go round. So there's the old coal chute there in the wall. You just see it through the brickwork there. And basically that's it. We do just have a look round. I just have to light my way because it's pitch black in here. I think I've got enough room. I didn't test this little bit here, but I think I have because there's my hand. Do need to be careful of if people are getting noises in here. There is a drain pipe there, and I do think there's people above us, to be honest. And I've just heard water coming down that pipe, so it's just a little thing we need to be aware of tonight. And I think I did hear movement upstairs from whoever's up there. How many levels up the people are, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know the area that well, but I've just looked now, all the lights are out, so I'm not sure if they've actually gone to bed. But it's just things you need to be aware of when you're investigating into these places. And unfortunately it's not a place that I know quite well, you know what I mean. I've just come here tonight and rushed in, so I've not been able to do much homework of the cellar area. Oh, he fell, guys. One day I'm going to go, aren't I? I really, really am. So I'll take you through this little bit here. Just go into another room in the cellar, and this used to be where that dragon's head is there. Where that, see where the brickwork changes in that little alcove kind of thing. That was where the tunnels from this cellar used to go across the road and used to go into the Unicorn pub across the road. The Unicorn pub is now closed down, as far as I know. It's not reopened. Don't know if it was the Unicorn pub when it closed down, but that's where that leads to. And some said there was some old cells there as well, holding cells in that pub at some time or another. Some people say it possibly could have been like a town hall at one time, but nobody really knows. And then the old bread ovens are here. I'm not really sure what it was used for, this cellar. I honestly don't know. But there's all the old bread ovens. So obviously it was used for cooking at some point. It is supposed to be haunted by a gentleman called Harold. That's what people have picked up on, and he's sort of like a guardian spirit. That's what I've been told. And also there's supposed to be a small boy here named James. Now James apparently is an emotional child, and he's full of burns. Now in Shifnal, I'm not sure of the date, but this place was absolutely gutted by fire. A lot of it was taken away, so we're not sure if James is real in spirit and his burns were they to do with the fire, or were they something to do with these ovens that I've just shown you in here. Was it the ovens and the burns, something to do with that? I don't know. But he's supposed to be an emotional child. As I was talking about them, I've got a few goosebumps. I thought, I know a lot of psychology is at play, even for me at times. I felt, the only way I can describe it is breeze on my neck for a minute, and then I went all goosebumpy. That was when I was talking about the child, but it possibly could just be psychological, and obviously we are in a cellar as well. So if there is a little boy called James in this cellar with me, there's a boy called James with us tonight. My name is Phil. Come in peace. I wish you no harm at all, James. I'm a friendly guy. There's no need to be scared of me. If you were watching from a distance, you wish to come and talk to me, that'd be fantastic. If you're listening to me, you've been watching me all night when I lost my account and you found it funny, I've been looking all over for it. If you find that funny, let me know. Are you a sad child? People say that you're burnt. Is that true? You wish to make a sound for me in the cellar or move something? That would be fantastic. As I say, there's no need to be scared of me. No need at all. I've come a long way to see you tonight, James. Did you used to work on these ovens? Did you work as a small child? If you did, there's loads of little artifacts in the ovens themselves if you want to move something. You want to push something over, you're not going to get told off. I find it funny. So go and push something in them ovens. That's where you worked, that's where you got burnt. Make a sound near them ovens. You can move the chair if you wanted. Or sit on the chair. Wish to come and pull my clothes. Knock something over. Do you remember Andy and Tracy a few weeks ago that came to see you? This is an old bath as well. Where can you see the bath? There's an old bath there. Not sure why the bath would be there. I'm not sure, like in the olden days, did they have places where people just used to come for a bath? I think so. Whether it was something to do with that, I don't know. But it just shows, doesn't it, how much history is still under our streets in England that you just don't know about, kind of thing. You know, this place isn't on the paranormal radar, and that's why I was more interested, I think, doing this tonight, doing this investigation here, because it's not a well-known place on the paranormal, which to me is a good thing, and you can't get influenced the same because I don't really know much history about this place. I don't really know the haunted tales of this place either, apart from a few names that Fran gave me. She said to me, do you want the history of the place? I said, yeah, go on, because I'm not going to pick up any names tonight. There's no way, I'm psychic. So, there are the names you give me. When we go into the tattoo shop later, I will give you the names that I know of and the spirits that are allegedly in the tattoo shop as well. And there's also supposed to be an animal spirit, but I'll tell you about that later on when we go to the tattoo shop. So I'm just going to leave it a little bit until maybe after midnight, 1 o'clock, when the last train's gone, because the train station's nearby here as well, so hopefully a lot of people will be going off and getting the train home, and just everywhere will be a little bit quieter for us for when we actually do the tattoo shop itself. So is there a Harold spirit with us? Supposed to be kind man. If you are here with us tonight and you wish to come forward, then feel free. Like I say, I wish you no harm. This bit when you walk in here is so dark. It's one of them places where I know there's chairs about and I just don't want to bang into them. It's supposed to be quite a lot of unidentified spirits in here as well, and people have come. Oh, my camera. But at that moment in time, I didn't think I was panning the camera around. Possibly could have just been that shadow. I don't know. Oh, my camera. I didn't feel like I was moving my camera. If I move it now, I can see what I've just seen, so maybe I just moved the camera and didn't really notice. The only reason I'm sniffing, it just smells a little bit different all of a sudden in here. I don't know why. It's not like a smell I can put my finger on. It's just a different smell. A little bit weird now because you get that feeling where the atmosphere is changed. I know it's all probably psychological and that, but you just feel like the atmosphere's changed. It's weird, and you get that little bit of apprehension all of a sudden that something could just happen. As I say, I'm no way psychic, it's just a feeling. Do you know anything about this tunnel here? If you do, can you knock on the wall? If you know anything about these tunnels here, where I'm pointing my finger, you want to move the dragon's head on top of the wall. If you want to move it, that'd be fantastic. If you want to knock on that wall, maybe scrape along it, show yourself in shadow. Walk across the wall, we will see you. I've actually seen the pub from the outside. It's like a really old-fashioned building. The sort of buildings you see in Stratford and York, that kind of thing. But unfortunately it is closed down. Now that was like there was noises then. Only way I can describe it, I know it could be anything, but the only way I can describe it is like a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. I thought it was maybe footsteps or something from, I don't even know if you can hear footsteps on the pavement. I wouldn't have thought so because I think there's properties above this. So I wouldn't have thought you'd hear, because it's not under the road or it's not under the road there, so I wouldn't expect to hear footsteps from outside. It wasn't footsteps what I heard, it was just like a boom, 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 boom noise. Don't know, it could have been anything. As I say, I come on these investigations, I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I just come on these investigations and tell you the truth, what I think I hear, how I feel. At this moment in time I feel absolutely fine as well. I'll just try to bring you guys an investigation as if you were here yourselves basically, and just tell you exactly what I hear, exactly what I feel, and yeah, just basically let you know what happens really. Going back to that pub, I think it was 18th century as well, and he also was known as Naughty Nell's Brothel, that pub. It was owned by somebody called Nell Gwynn, and she was also a prostitute as well apparently, and that's how it got its name, Nell Gwynn's Brothel, because they actually used the property as a brothel apparently. It's a place I just love to have got into tonight. I say it looks so cool, just boarded up and empty. I think it was called the Unicorn Pub. That's what it used to be called anyway at some point. So just what I'm going to try, guys, is a couple of EVPs. As I said, I've not had any success with these things in the past. We'll have a go tonight. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to leave that on the table, then I'm not touching it. So a lot of people do AVPs and keep it in the hand, and obviously you get hand noise and that, so I've left it on the table. So if there's any spirits with me in this cellar, anybody that wishes to come and communicate with me, maybe Harold, the gentleman called Harold, the little boy called James. There's a little device on the table here with a little orange light on. If you wish to come close to me, come close to this device and speak through this device, I will hear you. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, then I will pause and give you a chance to answer. So if there's any spirits with me now and you would like to tell me your name, please do that now. Can you tell me the date when you resided in this building? Raymond, are you here? James, are you here? Are any other spirits in the atmosphere who wish to come and tell me your name? Please come close to this device and tell me now. Did you used to work in this building? In these ovens behind me? Do you know Nell Gwyn? Are you happy here? Would you like me to leave? Would you like me to stay? Someone's got to play that back. As I said, I've never had any luck on these things, guys. But we will see. One day, I might just get something.
We'll leave that on the table. I'm not touching it, so a lot of people do EPs and keep it in the hand and obviously get hand noise and that, so that's on the table. So if there's any spirits with me in this cellar, anybody that wishes to come and communicate with me.
What I would like to do, if at some point when I know a lot of groups get EVPs, and they get quite a lot of EVPs, and I'd say it's something that doesn't really happen to me. I don't really get a lot on this dictaphone. It is a it's an Olympus dictaphone. I can't see the exact model, but that's what it is. It's an Olympus dictaphone. But what I would like to do, like I was saying, I know there's a lot of groups that get quite regular EVPs, and if they ever join up with one of these groups, what I'd like to do is, when they actually put their dictaphone down, I'd like to put this dictaphone down also at the side of theirs, and if their dictaphone's picking stuff up and this one doesn't at the same time, then that would make me ask questions, to be honest. But I think that'd be quite an interesting experiment to do, to be fair. So yeah, if anybody's up for that, anybody who gets loads of EVPs and would love to try that experiment with me, Tracy and Andy, you get a lot of EVPs. If you're watching this, maybe it's something we could try. And I'm supposed to be meeting you at the Cellar Inn next year, so maybe that's something we could try. If you're up for it, tell me what you think. But I'm sat here, I feel absolutely fine, to be fair. Can't hear anything from outside, and it's pretty noisy shifting all at night tonight, and I can't say I hear anything. I think you can hear sometimes, not now, but when about 8:30, when I was doing the interview with Fran and that, you could hear a little bit of noise upstairs at some point. And when I was in the shop, I could hear somebody upstairs as well. I'm presuming there's somebody up there, like a flat or a business maybe. I'll have to ask Fran. What I might do in a bit, when time is it now? It's 11:15 now at night. So what I might do is, in a few minutes, go and have a cup of coffee. And what I'll do, I'll leave this dictaphone running in the cellar. And as I say, if I do pick anything up on it, obviously I will update you in a little short video or something when I actually get round to listening to all this footage. As I say, I've got loads of footage to listen to of 30 East Drive. I was there a couple of days ago, so I've got all that stuff I want to listen to be honest. And just see if I do get anything, especially at East Drive. When we went to bed, I was told to leave everything running, so that's what I did at East Drive. But as I say, it's just getting time to actually watch, or listen I should say, to all the footage. Actually playing it all back, it takes absolutely ages. So I'm going to go in a minute for a cup of coffee. If you wish to show yourself behind me, behind this oven here, walk past me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I won't be able to see you. If you want to, feel free to do so. Come and touch me, maybe, come and prod my clothes. Pull my leg, pull me pants, the bottom of me, where my shoe is. I know Conquest have done a video on this place, so if you want to head over to their channel at some point and watch that, they've been here. What I'll do, I'll try and find the link of the video, and I'll link it in the description of this video, and then you can go and have a look at the video what they did here. So what I'm going to do, if there is any spirits here, I'm going to leave this cellar now. I'm going to go for a cup of coffee and a little bit of a break. So while I'm gone, I've left that little device running on the table near the ovens, and if you wish to come and communicate through that device while I'm gone, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And then you can talk in private. You can talk in private without me and just tell me anything, basically. Tell me your life or your name or why you're here still, what happened to you in life. Anything at all you want to tell me, then just tell me through that device. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you want to move something while I'm gone, not one of these little items off the shelf or something, that'd be fantastic. As I say, James, if you were here, you're not going to get told off, because I'll probably, if I hear your voice, will give you a medal. And also, there's some sweets here, and you can have one of these as well. I'll leave you these sweets in this tub. There you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you, James, I'm going to leave you that sweet on the box. That's your sweet, James. If you want to come and move that sweet while I'm gone as well, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And that can be our little game. Yep, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave all the spirits here, if there is any, to move that sweet. And also come and talk to me. Catch you in a bit. Right, just come back in the cellar now. It's about midnight. What I've been doing, I've been in the tattoo shop, and basically I've just been sat there, basically just having a coffee, having half an hour, just sitting in silence really on my phone, just having a bit of a break, see if anything happened in the tattoo shop itself. Nothing's really happened. I did think I heard the toilet door creak at some point, but I'm not really sure. So what I've done, I've shut the toilet door, I've just filmed it on my phone, and I've asked him why I've left the building in the tattoo shop to open the door for when I get back. So if that door's open when I get back, that'd be interesting, because I made sure I did actually shut the door properly. I've just come back into the cellar now, so I've left the dictaphone running while I was away, and as soon as I walked in here, I just heard that noise again, that thud, 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 thud. I don't know if there's anybody above me. I really don't know. That's the only second time I've heard that tonight. I'm putting it down to somebody being upstairs, but I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't sound like footsteps, it's just like a boom, 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 boom. It's a bit like a heartbeat kind of sound. But I don't know, it's impossible to say. So if that was you just making them thudding noises, that boom, 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 boom noises, could you do that now for me? Now then I know it's you. Could you make those thud noises now in this cellar? I'll come back see you haven't moved the suite. So the suite's not moved. Nothing on there looks like it's moved, like I asked it to. I'll have the dictaphone running again, only because it's so quiet down here and there's no really any outside noises. So calling out again to any spirit person that is in this cellar with me now, whatever time period you was here, whether you work down here, I'm asking you now to make a sound for me in this cellar. Can you move something? Move an object? Move a chair? Make a sound? Any sound at all? There's the old bath. I was back at the shop, having my break. Town's gone pretty quiet now, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to give it another half an hour down here, and then what we'll do, we'll go to the tattoo shop itself and see if we pick anything up in there now the town's gone quiet. It's not a big shop, but there's a couple of things that have happened in the tattoo shop. I was asking Fran tonight, has anybody actually come into the tattoo shop and picked things up? And she said yes, they have. People have actually come into the tattoo shop and said to her, you know this place is haunted. So whether they're psychic people that have walked into the shop and picked up on these spirits, who knows. And I think sometimes when you actually come looking, like I've done tonight, for possible paranormal activity, I think sometimes if paranormal activity is real, and that's a big if it is real, you know, does it happen more when you just being normal? It's, you know, things have happened in the day here, it's not just at night time, so, you know, things have happened in the shop in the day as well. So, you know, do things happen just when you're being normal, if that makes sense, if you're just getting on with your day, a normal day, and then some things kick off? And I always think sometimes if you come out looking for it, like I have tonight, then it doesn't always work. That's just my hand on the camera. If you hear like a clicking noise, it's just my hand. On the handle. Maybe you could make the smell of bread. That'd be good. That'd be fantastic. That, I love the smell of bread. That's thudding noises again. I don't know if they were picked up on camera, but again, that doesn't sound like footsteps because it was boom, 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 and that was it. I don't know if that's been picked up on camera or not. I don't really know what it is, to be fair. I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I don't know what it is either, to be honest. Or what it could be. The only logical reason is footsteps above us. Very, very likely I heard them again. Could you make them louder? Please. Could you make them thuds louder? Oh, there's something, but again it could be upstairs. Ah, now there's the water, so somebody upstairs has gone to the bathroom or something. There's no water coming down that drain pipe, so that's what that noise would have been. see we hear them walking back. Bit more water. So what I'm waiting for is they've used the bathroom or used the kitchen sink or whatever it is. I'm just seeing how they do walk back to wherever they've been from. And that could explain them noises we heard before. Trouble is I don't know how many levels up. If there is somebody staying here or above us, I'm not sure how many levels because it is quite a high building above here. And yet, I've not heard them walking about. I've heard the water come down, but not heard them actually walking. Okay, if you want me to stay. If you wish me to stay down and keep you company, I will do if you make a sound or something after 3. 1, 2, 3. And maybe that's a good job because I'm freezing. Because if that had made a sound then I'd have felt obliged to stay, to be honest, and I probably would have done for another hour. But I've had no communication whether they want me to leave or want me to stay, to be fair. It's a lot chillier now, it's gone a lot colder outside, so obviously this being a cellar, it's cold. I've been in colder cellars, I must admit. I have got a little bit of a headache, but I'm not saying it's the building or whatever, but I've got a little bit of a headache now. It's been a busy week. A couple of days ago, how was it? 30 East Drive. If you haven't seen that video, that is on the channel. And yeah, I was joined by the Paranormal Monkey podcast on the first video. If you want to go and look at that, and he's telling me his tales of East Drive because he spent so long there. So it was quite interesting hearing what he had experienced there. So I say that's part 1 of East Drive, and it's called the Tales of East Drive, that episode. If you want to go and check that out as well, that's on the channel. But yeah, at the moment, it's been a very, very quiet night. But we've been here before, haven't we, guys? Where nothing's happened, but there again, I'm not saying this place isn't haunted. It's just at this moment in time, nothing has happened. So we've got the shop to go into, which we will be going into very, very shortly. Oh! Need a break from carrying that camera around. I'm getting too old for this. So what I'm going to do, I've got about 10 minutes of the infrared on the camera probably before it dies. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sit here, guys, and say absolutely nothing. I'm just going to sit here in total silence and see if anything happens just by being quiet. I haven't told you, but just to let you know, as you probably do know, I am totally alone tonight as well in this investigation. Some noises again. You'd think it was coming from outside, you'd hear them longer, This is the reality of paranormal investigating. Sitting in a cold cellar, gone midnight, 4 days before Christmas. So the only thing that's happened in this cellar is them noises, what I keep hearing. And like I've said before, is it coming from upstairs? I don't think it's coming from outside at all, to be honest. But when you hear them, it's only 4 or 5, it's never even more than 4 or 5 footsteps, or whatever that is. And we'll go and check the door as well, because Fran was saying they've had activity around the toilet door, toilets again, it's always the toilets like I told you on other videos. So I said, did make sure it was shut too, so we'll just see if that's open as well. And if it is, that'd be interesting. And I've nothing left to eat now. I've had my bag of crisps and I've had my Terry chocolate orange. Maybe another trip to McDonald's on the way home, maybe. I live such a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock now in the morning and we've come into the tattoo shop itself. I was absolutely freezing in that cellar and it's a little bit warmer in here, so it's a little bit more comfortable for me. So this is where we are now, so we're just going to give it an hour or so in here before we wrap this investigation up. Basically just see if anything happens. What they say in this shop, there is a lady called Rita that haunts the shop itself, and also a small boy called Henry. Now Henry likes to play hide and seek, so that's another spirit that is allegedly in this shop. As you can see, the road's gone quiet now, so I just hope the police don't go past, because they'll be thinking, what the hell's he doing in that tattoo shop at this time of the night? So I'm just hoping the police don't come, but I'm sure if I explain to them I will get away with it. Apparently they like to move things in the shop. If you were here, Rita, could you move something for me? Make a sound. I'm sure you don't get many people talking to you at this time of the morning. Loads of things for you to move in here. Loads of easy objects. There's also supposed to be what I was telling you about before. The toilet goes for that door is moved now. Fran was saying somebody's reported that door could be on ley lines apparently. Not sure how true that is. So if anybody would like to move the door, if there's any spirit person here that would like to move that toilet door, I'm asking you now to do it for me. Just push it open a little bit, maybe turn the handle of that door. Just push it open. Just a smidgen. Knock on the door.
Do you know Fran, who works in the shop, who owns this shop? You happy with Fran being here? Are you listening to us?
Police car's just gone past. I was just sat at Fran's desk just calling out, and I've just seen the police go past. Oh dear. I was waiting for it. That's the first police car I've seen literally all night here. This one just gone past. That would have made the YouTube video, wouldn't it? Me getting questions, what am I doing in an awesome tattoo shop in Shifnal in the middle of the night, and there's a person walking past now. But up to now, I've not been covered. I think most of them are too drunk to even care, to be honest. This shop also was, Fran was telling me, it was at some point a dog groomer's shop, and allegedly it is haunted by an animal as well, presuming that was a dog. And apparently the dog lost its life in this shop for whatever reason when it was a dog groomer's, and even Fran said that other people have picked up on an animal in here, and she often feels like a dog just pushing past her legs as well. So I thought that was quite interesting too. Somebody wanted to actually buy that door off her. Could you maybe turn the tap on? Just don't do it when I've gone. Could you turn the tap on? There is a lot of noise around the window area, but to be honest with you, I've heard that all night, so I'm presuming that is just environmental for whatever reason. There's a lot of like creaking and tapping around the window. I'm sure that is just natural because that has been going on since I came here 4 or 5 hours ago. Could you bang on the shop door? Could you knock on the door? The glass on the door, that'd be fantastic. Could you knock on the door, please? Can we hear your voice? Hello? Hello? That's movement, but I'm sure there's somebody upstairs. I think even people move, so I'm sure there must be somebody upstairs, and they're probably thinking, who the hell's in that shop? I don't know if Fran's told them that I'm here tonight, I'm not sure, but that must be somebody upstairs. I need to check with Fran tomorrow to ask if there's anybody above us, like it's a flat or something. But I heard it before, I thought it was like a shop, I thought it was like a storeroom or something for the shop next door or something like that. Yeah, I'm presuming that's just somebody upstairs. So that brings our last video to an end here in 2024, and we ended it here at Awesome Tattoo here in Shifnal in Shropshire. It was really interesting listening to Fran and some of the tales of this place. The cellar was very interesting, like the old bread oven down there. It was an absolutely fantastic place, seeing all the history of this town and the history of the buildings that are still actually left here. Unfortunately, paranormal wise, not a lot really happened, unfortunately. We did hear that tapping noise in the cellar. I'm not sure if that was somebody up above. I really don't know. But I've got loads of sound footage to actually listen through. I've got about 4 hours of sound footage, so I will update this video if we do pick anything up on the sound. But it's time for me to literally head off home. I'm absolutely freezing now. It's about 10 to 2 in the morning. It's 4 days before Christmas, so when you see this video, it'll probably be after Christmas. So I'm going to wish you all a happy new year and all the best for 2025. I'd also like to take this opportunity also for all the people that have supported me in 2024. It's been a busy year. It's been an interesting year. We've had some interesting investigations, and hopefully in 2025 we're going to bring you some more investigations. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a lovely 2025 whatever you're doing, and I'll see you later on in the year. Bye for now.
Respect the